As many of you know, I'm a huge fan of Metallica. One of my favorite songs was The Unforgiven. The guitar work is amazing, and the wailing solo by Kirk Hammett is simply gut-wrenching. Most fans like Enter Sandman and Nothing Else Matters, but I think The Unforgiven is the top of their game. My brother Shogun Kronos once told me, Metallica had The Unforgiven, Shogun Method had The Unlovable. And I thought, WTF, did Derek Rake have a song? Kronos laughed and said, it's not a song, silly, it's a Shogun Sequence. So, I asked him back, what's The Unlovable? He smiled coyly and replied, I can't tell you much, sorry, Derek's orders. If you're not a Shogun, here's what a Shogun Sequence is. It's a simple routine or story that captures a woman's attention and attracts her to you. And what makes a Shogun Sequence different from, say, a pickup line, is that it's powered by Shogun Method tech. The Shogun Method knowledge base can be overwhelming, especially to the new Shogun. There are intrigue pings, implanted commands, rapport bridges, the I-Ray model, fractionation scripts, Barnum statements, entice-repel cycles. The list of things to learn is long. But here's the thing. They all boil down into simple stories you tell your target, and these are the Shogun Sequences. Many of these sequences are public, but as I have known, Derek has kept some hidden even from Shoguns. The Unlovable was one of those secret ones. So, last week, we went up to Shogun Method HQ and had a masterclass led by Derek himself. A Shogun, who didn't want to be named, asked, Derek, I think I'm getting friend-zoned. She seems to like me, but she's reluctant to commit. She says she wants to keep her options open. I'm struggling real hard to get to the finish line here. What should I do? Derek smiled and said, as a Shogun, you should already know this. A woman's actions speak louder than her words. If she truly liked you, she'd have committed to you already. Instead, she decided to friend-zone you. Make no mistake, the friend zone is like quicksand. The longer you stay there, the harder it is to escape. I want you to think of the friend zone as the final boss of attraction. The usual lightweight seduction tricks don't work. You'll need to dig into your deep arsenal of Shogun Method know-how and use a secret weapon. That secret weapon is a Shogun Sequence I call the Unlovable. It's a new Shogun Sequence you'll learn here today, and it's what you'll need to beat the final boss. After all, to beat the boss, you'll need to hit its weak spot, and a woman who friend-zones you has not one, but two weaknesses, and the Unlovable will hit both at the same time. When I heard that, I could hardly contain my excitement. I was going to learn the Unlovable for the first time ever, and it was enthralled. Kronos, who was there, gave me a knowing smile. Derek went on to deliver a masterclass on knocking down the final barriers of attraction, with the Unlovable. Finishing the last mile with a woman, securing her commitment to you, is laughably easy. The session with Derek lasted for more than 2 hours. I took down as many notes as I could, and so I am sharing them with you here. Derek has given me the green light to do this, so if you're Shogun, know that everything is above board. Before we start though, here's something I want you to do for me. If you like the sort of thing where I share what I learn inside the private sessions at Shogun Method HQ, let me know. Do this by clicking the like button under the video. Now here's the catch though. I can only share whatever Derek lets me. If I get enough likes on this video, I can get him to release more of his insider techniques on YouTube. So, go ahead and click like because I'll wait here. Done? Great. Let's continue. As Shogun Akira Anzai wrote inside Shogun Method X, deep inside the woman's psyche is the hunger to find a wounded warrior to nurture. If she's emotionally healthy, she will want to feel needed by a man whose wounds could only be healed by her. She won't be able to resist it. So, the trick to overcoming her final resistance is simple. Be the wounded warrior for her, so she can be the nurturer as nature intends her to be. The Unlovable is the Shogun Sequence you use to be the wounded warrior in her eyes, and here's how it works. First, you have to watch out for the time when she starts talking about relationships with you. When that happens, wait for a lull in the conversation. Then you deliver the Unlovable in its 2-sentence glory. I don't know about relationships. I mean, I'm interested, but I don't think I'm up to the task. If she asks why, you then tell her a story. It must be about a previous relationship that taught you a valuable lesson. As an example, let's say that your last ex taught you your personal goals will always be more important than love. You have a bigger mission that overshadows everything, including relationships. You can say, well, here's why I say that. My last relationship was with a girl who wanted to be my number one priority. At the time, I thought it made sense. That was true love, right? Unfortunately, the relationship got really toxic. She became so demanding of my time that I couldn't focus on my work. It got so bad that I called it off. So yes, from then on, I promised myself to always put my own shit first. My girlfriend will only ever be second priority at best. That makes me unlovable and unable to love, and that's fine by me. That's an example of a story that backs the unlovable. The key is to communicate the fact that you are, in fact, incapable of love and being loved. You're not here to boast, fish for sympathy, or prove a point. That will only make her feel suspicious, which is the opposite of what you want to happen. Instead, you're just sharing a truth about yourself that's relevant to the conversation, and when she senses no malice in your revelation, she'll think about you more, and the more she thinks about you, the less she sees you as a friend. Soon, you might notice her hinting about dating and talking more about relationships. From there, you can make side statements like, if I were to date, I'd probably be a bad boyfriend, because I can't give you 100% of me. I'd let you do whatever you want so I can do the same. Or, if we ever got together, we probably wouldn't last long, given my situation. Side statements like these will reinforce the idea of dating you in her mind, and when she thinks of it enough, making it manifest in reality becomes easy. Got that? Now here's one important thing to remember about the unlovable. Like everything else inside Shogun Method, it works on a woman's subconscious mind. This means she won't even be aware of what you're doing. Not only that, she's not even aware of what her own desires are. In case you're wondering, a woman doesn't wake up in the morning and go, where could I find a wounded warrior to nurture today? It doesn't work like that. Instead, with the unlovable, you will appear as a wounded warrior in her subconscious mind. This way, she will fall in love with you, and yet she won't even know why. Sneaky, sure, but that's how everything works with a woman. When she falls in love, it's 100% subconscious, and that's why Shogun Method works. Derek designs it to bypass a woman's conscious mind and aim straight for her subconscious. Earlier, Kronos said that the unlovable was perhaps Derek Rake's best tactic. It's like how The Unforgiven is Metallica's strongest song. Well, you know what? I disagree. The unlovable is awesome, but there's something else that blows it completely out of the water. What's that? Well, to me, it's fractionation, and many shoguns will agree. Now, here's the thing. As far as mind control and hypnosis tactics go, fractionation is untouchable. I have talked many times about fractionation, and yet I won't stop, because it's so awesome. If there's only one technique a man should master to be good with women, it's fractionation by a mile. You've already seen how powerful Shogun Method techniques like the unlovable are. The next logical step for you to take is to learn fractionation. All you need to do is to sign up for the Fractionation Online Masterclass. It's free, and it will teach you all the essentials of this important piece of knowledge. So, here's what's happening next. A link will appear at the end of this video. Click it, and you'll see the sign-up form for the Fractionation Online Masterclass. Enter your email and wait for your invitation ticket to be emailed to you. Easy, right? And one final thing. If the link doesn't come up, then go straight to fractionationhypnosis.com and see if it's still online. Go sign up for it while you still can, okay?